How's it going, David from Comic Book Investments? So in this video, we're going to look at 5 keys that are heating up in price. What do I mean by heating up in price? I mean they've been going up. Pretty self-explanatory. But anyways, again, thank you for everyone's consigned the auction. Pretty much the deadline is mostly up because they'd have to be received by us within the next couple days. So if they're in transit, if they get here in time, we'll get them up. But this is going to be our biggest auction yet. I say that at our auction, and I'm actually very surprised this one will be as big as it's going to be. So a lot of cool stuff in there. Obviously a Fantasy 15. That will probably be the keystone of the auction. But let's get into it. New Mutants 98, first appearance of Deadpool. A 9.8 in the last 6 months has grown 19% from 1515 to about 1800 now selling. And then in the last about year, since the beginning of the year, it's gone up 22% from selling 1471 to now 1800. But its all-time peak was back in 2021, and it was averaging about 2412, and that is down 25%. So it's down from its peak, all-time high peak of 2412, now selling for 1800. So it's down 25% from its all-time peak. So it's actually not even that bad. But as you can see from basically the last year, it's gone up about 22%. And that's kind of like what I've been seeing. Like this year hasn't really, it's just been kind of flat for the most part. Some things going up. Obviously this one's going up because Deadpool 3 is coming out pretty soon. I don't know, like a year, I think, 9 months. I have no idea. I don't know. There's some strike and whatever. But I put this on my, I think number 2 or number 1 spot of like top 90s comic books to invest in. I still stand by that. I think this is a great book. Deadpool is here to stay, always gonna be popular. Even if Deadpool 3 is the last movie, they'll make some other Deadpool stuff and he's very popular. So this book will continue to grow. Will it see its all-time highs around 2400? Of course. Yes, I am not at the least bit skeptical of it hitting 2400. It'll hit that. All right. Next we got is Batman 608. A 9A is currently selling for $135. In the last about 6 months, it's up 47%. Since the beginning of the year, it's up about 101%. And then from its all-time high, which was back in 2022, it sold for $165. So it's down 18%. So from the comic boom highs, which was actually a little later for this one, it's only down 18%. But like I said, from the beginning of the year, so about a year span, almost 9-10 months, it's up 101%. That was just probably a bad month. It sold really low. If you look at it, it's kind of like this, right? So it's slowly been trending up in the last year, this ever so slightly. So yeah, but the reason why this one's slightly trending up is because they're doing hush but shush, kind of like, I don't know what it's gonna be, but similar thing. So that's why this book's going up. All right, next is we got Aquaman 35, first appearance of Black Manta. A 6.5 is now selling for $500. About 6 months ago, it was selling for $348. That's up 19%. About a year ago, it was selling for $326, so up 22%. And then and it's down from its all-time high of $725. This one is first appearance of Black Manta. Obviously, the new movie's coming out. I have a feeling he's probably going to die in the movie. I don't know. It's the end of the DCEU. I think this is the last film. And then the whole Snyderverse, all that kind of stuff, done. So, yeah. I mean, Black Manta's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. The costumes are kind of cheesy to me. They look kind of like big and bulky. I don't really like them. Even Aquaman's costume, I don't really like. But nonetheless, Black Manta, still a good thing. But I don't see this as like a big, high investment long term. Like, it will go up. Yes, I think it will go up. But I don't think this is going to like see massive gains. It'll just be ever so slightly. I mean, if you look at its history, I mean, when it peaked was back in 2019. If you look at its history, it's a kind of like, there's no like clear path going up. But all right, next we got Spider-Man 93, second appearance of the Prowler. One currently sold for $432. About 6 months ago, it was selling for $340. That was up 27%. And again, actually, in the beginning of the year, it sold for $340, up 27%. And that's an all-time record. So there's no peak. This is the peak for this book. If you look at it, it's just kind of like whatever for a while, and then it's been going up, obviously, because Edge of the Spider-Verse, Prowler, main villain in the next one, and kind of in the first one, too. So, yeah, that's why this book's going up. I've always said Silver Age Spider-Mans are the best for investment. So this is kind of cutting. This actually might be Bronze Age. I don't know actually. But anyways, still a good book. All right, last on the list is Crime Suspense Stories 20. Great cover. One sold for $19.20. 6 months ago, it was selling for $16.25. That's up 18%. And the beginning of the year, it was selling for $6.75. So it's up 15% since the beginning of the year, and is an all-time record. I mean, these books don't sell that often, but you can see ever since its inception, from the first book sold on record was 2014. But ever since, it's going up, and then one sale. Obviously, they don't sell that often. Great cover. I've said a million times, these kind of old horror, pre-code comic covers are very, very sought after. People love them. I personally love them. They're more for seasoned collectors, and that's why you don't see a big boom from them and you see steady growth, is because new collectors that came into from the comic booms, they got all this free money. They just went after the normal stuff that everyone goes after, where they have gobs and gobs of it. And then they've probably fallen out, and that's why prices have gone down, because they don't have the money anymore. New collectors, and they get out. But seasoned collectors that have been doing this for a long, long time, these are the books that they're going after. That's why they have steady growth over time. So someone that's getting this book is not someone that's going to be brand new to collecting comics. Could there be? Of course. But generally speaking, it's more seasoned collectors, been around the block for a long time. They probably have all those other little keys that popped up during the comic boom, or they've at least seen them and they don't want them. So yeah, that's why these types of books always go up over time. These are great books. Great books. I'm pretty sure I put them on a list somewhere. But that is it. Have a good day.